I don't know what it is. I'm just happy to be back, and I'm still in the wheelchair. Check it out. I think it's funny, so we gonna run it in the wheelchair. Anyway. We're gonna talk about what's been going on in the world because there's been some crazy things happening. For one, a main example of what I'm gonna talk about in this video is the mass vicarious trauma ritual that is being used on everyone. So the neuroscience behind this trauma that's being used on everyone, we're gonna connect things real quick. The Epstein files, okay? A lot of crazy stuff's been going on right now with the Epstein files. And just a side note, Epstein was in prison before he had a full conviction. And there's other people like Trump that's been listed in this, and Barack Obama many times, and they haven't been imprisoned at all. I just want everyone to realize that. Like, I know at the end of the day it happened in Jeffrey's domain and he was the fall guy for it, but at the end of the day, these people were still keeping his business going in that way with what he was doing with those kids. You know, them coming there all the time was giving him money or, you know, keeping him in that little area of what he's doing. And I just want everyone to think about that. You know, I get that it was his house, but, you know, there were certain people there a lot. But anyway, going back into everything that, you know, tying this mass trauma ritual that's happening with what's going on right now. Why is it that there was 3 million pages of these rituals released all at the same time? 3 million pages. You got videos, which most of them are of kids, so you don't see it, which is just foul. You know, there's pictures of Epstein, there's pictures of Epstein, and he's got these plates he made of, that's in the plate in the center, it's got a picture of him and some holding up some kid. Like, there's a lot of like crazy stuff that happens when you go into this. But understanding these rituals and going into it, if what they're trying to do is they're trying to traumatize everyone at the same time. So what happens behind the neuroscience when you traumatize everyone at the same time for a problem that society is fighting, the way that you get people to stop fighting that is you compassion fatigue. So it's similar to burnout, but it's not the same at all. But compassion fatigue is like you having something that you're concerned about society-wise, and you just get so tired from so long of fighting for this thing that it kind of draws all that energy out of you to the point that you don't even feel like fighting anymore, and you feel helpless, and it drives you into a depressive state. So that's what that trauma is trying to be used for. That's what this ritual of getting everyone to read these documents, understand this stuff, they are very well aware of what they're doing. They have been in charge of things for hundreds of years. There's no telling how many hundreds of years they've been around. You know, these are the families that are behind it. It's even more than the 5 families that were originally, I thought, had played a big part. There's like 13 families. So it gets pretty deep. And, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of these people turn Jewish, and a lot of people are trying to, another thing they're doing is trying to make people feel like they're racist or they're promoting anti-Semitism, when at the end of the day, if you look at Jewish and you look at the map, there's nothing but pedophiles all over the map when it comes to Israel. You know, there's littered with them. And, you know, they in the Jewish religion, they seek sovereignty, a sovereign nation, which means that they can't be pulled away from it by getting prosecuted by another nation. So I wonder why that's a thing. So anyway, just jumping into it even more, you just gotta understand that they're trying to drain you. So the way to combat this in a positive way that actually helps us, instead of using your heart to get online or go talk to your people or go talk to your friends to the point that you're blue in the face and, you know, you're dealing with some people that don't care, because right now we're in the same, oh yeah, they be using astrology. Right now we're in the same planetary alignment as the Civil War was. So it was a big split in between people over a topic, okay? And that's happening again now. They chose this time period to drop this stuff, to do this. They are very well aware of astrology. They are very well aware of how to organize these world events to fit astrology. So I just want to make that well known, okay? these documents didn't come out just because, someone released them. It's a very rare chance that it did, if it did. They're saying that the guy that released them got killed and all that. But anyway, the point is, instead of giving yourself to all this stuff that can drain you, and you going out and having so much compassion and giving it out to the point, you're giving out to people that don't really care about what's going on. They don't care about their society. They're apathetic. They're apathetic to society. They're stuck in their bubble. They're too worried about their bills and their own problems to look at society as, oh, we got, pedophiles running stuff. Okay? But anyway, what you can do is you love with your whole heart. Listen to me now. What you do to combat these type of things, if you're actually passionate about it, is you find what good you can give to the world. Whatever that may be, whether it's, building something up or hopping online and talking or, going out and doing charity work. It doesn't matter. Just give from the whole part of your heart and show that there is nothing but love here. And that love will combat what they're trying to push onto us, okay? So that is what you need to do. This ritual can what they're trying to do is make it to where you don't care no more, to drain your compassion and empathy of this topic and subject, to just be like, well, yep, I'm going to work and I'm paying taxes to pedophiles. That's what they want you to be okay with. And I'm going to explain to you a deeper side of this that no one else is really going to tell you. I've been saying this, that there's an opposite to enlightenment that the negative ones use to reach enlightenment. I've been explaining this. Everyone can reach enlightenment. Everyone. But you have to be whole within yourself. You have to come to the realization and understanding of who you are and what's important to you in this world, and understanding yourself with all the good and the bad. Then you'll finally get to the point where you can become enlightened. You can manifest stronger, because that's all they're really worried about. They're worried about the manifesting power behind what they do. That's why they, for example, The Simpsons has been predicting stuff forever. The reason it's predicted stuff forever is because these billionaires got a screwed mind to where they think if they explain what they're going to do, they're not going to get karma for it. So if they give out hints telling people what's going to happen, they're not going to get karma for it, because they know karma exists too, and they're trying to outrun it. For example, why does Trump keep saying that he doesn't think he's going to make it to heaven? He keeps saying that he doesn't think he's going to make it there, but yet we're in a nation that says, in God we trust. This man's putting his hand on the Bible and stuff when he's getting sworn in to be a president, but yet you don't even think that you're good enough to go to heaven, and this is our leader. There's a lot that goes into this. What they be doing with the enlightenment as far as the kids thing, y'all see it. Adrenochrome. They try to say there's no use for it. They found it back in the 50s. You get kids adrenaline up and you drink their blood. You do crazy stuff to them. You do things like traumatic. You do what they're talking about these people are doing. It's disgusting. It's sick. It's repulsive. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to put everyone's brain in such a repulsive disgust and get you to go and talk about it to the point that you're drained and you got nothing else to give this world. And then you just give up and let it happen. You see? All right. Well, anyway, these elites use these kids in ways to manifest and reach enlightenment. And they think if they do these things to these kids, there's a lot of different things in the files, I'm not going to get too far into it, but there's a lot of different things they do, but it has to normally do with adrenaline in the blood, all right? So this is just, like I said, all it does is give them a jump to try to manifest in a negative way. Plus, they're giving their energy away to Ball and Epstein's Island. There's a little white and blue thing, and it's an exact replica of what Ball's house was, and Epstein also had an account named Ball. And he had money transferred over. And I don't know if the numerology is playing in that too, because they use all these setups as a part of their rituals so that they can make something happen. So oh, I named my account this. Oh, I have this much money sent to this account. Oh, now this number means this, because they understand numerology. But that's all. Love everybody. That's all I'm going to say. The way you combat this evil is you give love to the world. Give love to the world. I bet y'all happy I kept my hoodie on now, huh? I'm out.